Keir Starmer believes in the power of the state, but the system is failing him. With taxpayer money already stretched thin, he has little choice but to make tough decisions. The economic reality is grim, and the consequences of mismanagement are becoming harder to ignore. UK national debt has nearly tripled from 2010 to 2025, reaching £2.8 trillion, while economic growth has lagged behind. Every pound spent by the government is generating just 16 pence of growth, meaning 84 pence is effectively wasted. The deficit in January 2025 stood at 5% of GDP, £131 billion. If nothing changes, an international bailout could be a real possibility. The UK's financial system is operating like a house of cards, and one wrong move could bring it crashing down. Starmer is taking two approaches to manage this crisis. First, he'll blame 14 years of Conservative rule for the economic downfall. This narrative will dominate headlines and speeches as he highlights missteps, waste, and policy failures. Second, he will shift the public's focus onto cultural debates, issues that stir emotions and create division, but do little to solve the financial challenges ahead. These distractions will serve as a shield against the difficult fiscal policies he must introduce. Tories and Labour have more in common than they admit. Conservatives expanded the state, increased spending, and politicised institutions under the guise of progress. Starmer now inherits these failures, but the uncomfortable truth is that his policies align with theirs more than he would like to acknowledge. The UK has been governed by social democratic ideals for decades, and neither party has made a serious effort to reverse this path. Chancellor Rachel Reeves learned a harsh lesson last October, when UK bond yields spiked by 235% following Labour's summer spending spree. This financial turbulence exposed the fragility of the economy. To stabilise the situation, Labour must cut spending and focus on productivity and growth, something that Starmer, as a career human rights lawyer, is not particularly known for. The problem is that austerity is unpopular, and Labour has long positioned itself as the party of public spending. Despite these challenges, the government must act quickly. Interest rates are rising, and inflation remains a concern. If borrowing continues at this pace, future generations will bear the burden of today's economic mismanagement. Starmer's team will need to make difficult choices, and the public's patience will be tested. Will Labour's cuts be enough to prevent an economic collapse? Or will distractions take centre stage while the economy continues to crumble? Share your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates on the biggest political and economic stories.